Ladies and gentlemen, let me share something important with you. When a woman truly understands her worth, she does not chase, she does not beg, and she certainly does not plead for love. A woman who values herself knows that love is not something she has to fight for. It is something that flows effortlessly when she is with the right person. When a woman carries herself with confidence, she naturally attracts the kind of love that is meant for her, not the kind she has to chase after. If a man truly loves and cherishes you, you won't have to remind him to call, to be present, or to treat you right. You will not have to lower your standards or compromise your self-respect just to keep him around. A woman who knows her value understands that she is not just an option, she is a priority. She will never settle for being treated as anything less. The issue is that too many women accept poor treatment because they believe love is something they have to earn, something they must prove they are worthy of. But the truth is, real love does not require proof. It does not demand constant effort just to keep someone's attention. Real love flows naturally. Begging for love is like holding on to a man who is already walking away. If he wants to leave, let him go. Because when one door closes, God always has another one waiting to open for you. You just have to trust yourself enough to walk away from what is not serving you. A woman who understands her worth knows that a relationship should add value to her life, not drain her. Love should bring happiness, not sorrow. It should make you feel secure, not anxious. The moment you find yourself constantly questioning where you stand with someone, constantly waiting for them to love you the way you deserve, that is the moment you need to step back and ask yourself if this is really the love you want. When you plead for love, you are telling the world that you do not believe you are worthy of being chosen, that you do not think you deserve to be loved effortlessly. But let me tell you something. When a woman steps into her power, when she walks with confidence, when she understands that her love is a gift, she naturally attracts people who respect and cherish her. The right man will recognize your value without you having to prove it. He will be there without you having to beg. He will love you sincerely without conditions, without games, and without making you feel like you are difficult to love. A woman who values herself never questions if she is enough. She knows she is enough. She understands that she is a woman of strength, a woman of worth, and that alone makes her stand out. She does not chase, she attracts. She does not wait for someone to see her value. She knows her worth and carries herself accordingly. If a man cannot see that, then he is simply not the one for her. A woman who truly values herself is not afraid of being alone because she knows that being alone is far better than being in a relationship that makes her feel unworthy. Too many women remain in relationships out of fear. Fear of being alone, fear of never finding someone better, fear of starting over. But fear should never be the reason to stay in a situation that does not uplift you. The right love will never make you question your worth. The right love will never make you beg for attention, plead for commitment, or fight for someone's time. A man who genuinely loves you will make it known through his actions. A woman who values herself understands that she is a prize and carries herself as such. She does not waste time on those who do not appreciate her. She does not lower her standards to keep someone who does not deserve her. A man who truly values a woman will never put her in a position where she has to question whether or not he cares. A man who loves you will never make you feel like you are too much or not enough. It all starts with self-respect. When you respect yourself, you set the standard for how others treat you. When you walk with confidence, people take notice. A woman who values herself will never accept being someone's second choice. She will never beg for love because she understands that love should be given freely, it should be mutual, and it should elevate you, not drain you. Love should feel safe, it should bring peace, it should feel like home, and if it does not, then it is not love. If you constantly find yourself wondering where you stand, constantly trying to prove yourself, constantly feeling like you have to fight to be noticed, then that is not the relationship you deserve. You deserve love that is certain, love that is consistent, love that is real. The right man will know your worth. He will acknowledge it, cherish it, and protect it. The wrong man will take it for granted, make you question yourself, and make you feel like love is something you must work for, something you must chase. But let me tell you something. Real love does not work that way. When a man genuinely wants you, you will know it. There will be no confusion, no mixed signals, no constant struggle to keep his attention. You were not put on this earth to beg for love. You were not meant to settle for less than what you deserve. You were created to shine, to be loved, to be cherished. And that starts with you, how you see yourself, how you carry yourself, and how you allow others to treat you. A woman of value never begs for love because she understands that her love is a blessing and only the right man will be worthy of receiving it. If a man does not recognize your worth, if he does not treat you with love and respect, then he is not your person. And you must be strong enough to walk away. You must be brave enough to let go. You have to trust that something better is on its way, because it is. But you will never find it if you keep holding on to what is not meant for you. Never lower your standards to keep someone who is not right for you. Never plead for love that is not freely given. Never stay in a situation that makes you feel unworthy. You are worthy. You are valuable. You are enough. And the right man will see that without you having to convince him. Holding on to love that is fading is like clinging to a man who has already walked away. If he wants to leave, let him go. When you hold on to someone who is no longer choosing you, you are holding yourself back from the love you are truly meant to have. Too many people stay in relationships that are hurting them when in reality, the greatest love they will ever find begins with themselves. And when you truly embrace your worth, something incredible happens. You begin to radiate confidence and the world takes notice. You attract respect, admiration, and the kind of love that is built on sincerity and devotion. A woman who values herself does not settle for anything less than what she deserves. She stands tall, knowing that the right person will appreciate her for exactly who she is. She does not chase love. She walks with purpose, knowing love will find her when the time is right. She knows that happiness is not found in another person, but within herself. And when she realizes that, she becomes unstoppable. Hoping that one day things will turn around, hoping that one day the person will finally recognize their worth. But love should never feel like a struggle to prove yourself. Love should not demand that you fight for someone's attention or plead for their commitment. The moment you find yourself chasing someone just to keep them engaged, you've already lost. A woman who understands her worth knows that walking away is not a loss, it is a gain. It is a gain of self-respect, it is a gain of peace, it is a gain of clarity. She does not beg, she does not plead, she does not settle for love that is only half-hearted. When a woman truly values herself, she does not fear losing someone who does not appreciate her. She understands that she is not losing anything valuable if a man cannot see what he has in front of him. The wrong relationship will drain you, make you feel insignificant, and make you question yourself. The right relationship will never demand that you beg for love, for attention, or for basic respect. The right love will flow naturally, effortlessly, without games or manipulation. When you plead for love, you are sending a message that you do not believe you deserve to be chosen willingly. You are telling yourself and the world that your love is not enough, that you have to struggle for it to be accepted. But that is not the truth. You are enough just as you are. You deserve love that is given freely, love that does not require proving, love that does not come with conditions. The right person will love you, not because you persuaded them to, but because they recognize your value on their own. If someone is constantly making you feel like you have to earn their love, that is not love. That is control. Love should feel safe, not like a constant test you have to pass. Too many people hold on to relationships that make them feel insecure because they're afraid of being alone. But being alone is not the worst thing. The worst thing is staying in a relationship that makes you feel unloved. The worst thing is sacrificing your self-worth just to keep someone in your life. A woman who values herself does not beg for love because she knows that love should not be painful. It should not leave her feeling unworthy. It should not make her feel like she has to compete just to be acknowledged. If a man does not appreciate you, let him go. If he does not treat you with respect, walk away. If he makes you feel like you are too much or not enough, then he is not the right one. Love should bring peace, not confusion. It should bring joy, not anxiety. It should make you feel secure, not make you constantly question where you stand. If you have to wonder whether or not someone loves you, chances are they do not love you the way you deserve. True love is clear. It is certain. It does not involve games. A woman who values herself does not chase, she attracts. She does not beg, she decides. She does not lower her standards just to keep a man around. She understands that the right man will recognize her worth without her having to prove it. A man who truly loves you will not make you question yourself. He will not make you feel like you have to struggle for his attention. He will not leave you wondering whether or not he cares. His actions will show it. Too many women hold on to relationships that do not serve them because they believe that love means sacrifice. But love should not require sacrificing your dignity. It should not require lowering your standards. It should not require accepting less than you deserve. The moment you feel like you have to beg for someone's time, attention, or love, that is the moment you need to step back and ask yourself if this is truly the love you want. Love should never feel like you are chasing something that keeps running away from you. The right man will make it easy. He will be consistent. He will be present. He will love you in a way that does not make you doubt yourself. A man who truly loves you will make you feel safe in the relationship. He will make you feel valued, appreciated, and respected. And the wrong man, he will make you feel like you are always trying to earn his love. Like you have to constantly prove yourself. Like you have to be careful not to ask for too much, not to expect too much, not to want too much. But love is not meant to be a struggle. It is not supposed to feel like a constant fight to be acknowledged. When you plead for love, you give away your power. You tell yourself that you are not enough as you are. You tell yourself that you have to do more, be more, give more, just to be loved. But love is not something you should have to earn. Love is something that should be given freely. A high-value woman understands that she is worthy of love without having to beg for it. She does not fear walking away from anything that does not serve her. She knows that real love will never require her to chase it. When a woman truly values herself, she does not waste her time on men who do not see her worth. She does not invest in relationships that make her feel insignificant. She does not accept less than what she knows she deserves. She understands that the love she seeks is out there, but she will never find it if she keeps holding on to something that is not meant for her. It all comes down to self-respect. When you respect yourself, you set the standard for how others treat you. When you believe you are worthy of true love, you will not settle for anything less. You will not accept half-hearted efforts. You will not chase someone who does not value you. You will not waste your time trying to prove yourself to someone who does not deserve you. A high-value woman knows that love should not require suffering. It should not require sacrifice. It should not require pleading. If a man is not choosing you, let him go. If he is making you question your worth, walk away. If he is treating you like an option instead of a priority, move on. Because the right man will never put you in that position. When you feel like you have to beg for love, remember that the right man will recognize your worth, respect it, and cherish it. The wrong man, however, will take it for granted. He will make you feel like love is something you have to earn, but real love is never earned. Real love sees you, real love chooses you, and real love stays. A woman who values herself understands that her love is a gift, and only the right man will be worthy of receiving it. She does not waste her time on those who fail to appreciate her. She does not chase, she does not plead, and she does not settle. She knows that true love will never require her to compromise her standards, and she is strong enough to walk away from anything that does not align with the love she deserves. Never beg for love. Never lower your standards to hold on to someone who does not recognize your worth. Never remain in a situation that makes you feel inadequate. You are enough just as you are, and the right person will see that without you needing to prove it. Confidence is magnetic. When a woman genuinely understands her worth, she carries herself differently. She moves with intention, speaks with certainty, and holds herself to a higher standard. People take notice when someone values themselves, and that naturally attracts the right kind of attention. A woman of high value does not need to demand respect, because the way she presents herself commands it. She does not have to beg for love because her presence alone makes it evident that love is something she deserves, not something she has to fight for. A woman who is confident in her worth does not settle for lukewarm affection. She does not waste time trying to persuade someone to love her. The right man will acknowledge her value without her needing to explain it, while the wrong man will take it for granted, assuming she will always be there, waiting, hoping, accepting whatever little he is willing to give. But a confident woman does not wait. She does not wish for someone to notice her. She knows she is seen and she acts accordingly. The way a woman carries herself influences the kind of relationships she attracts. A woman who is sure of herself will naturally draw in people who respect her. She will instinctively set boundaries that protect her from toxic relationships. She will not tolerate behavior that does not align with her values. This is not arrogance, it is self-respect. A woman who truly values herself understands that allowing the wrong people into her life only prevents the right ones from entering. She is not afraid to walk away because she knows that what she is looking for exists and she refuses to settle for anything less. Confidence is not just about appearance or how someone presents themselves outwardly. True confidence comes from within. It comes from knowing who you are, understanding what you deserve, and refusing to accept anything that does not align with your worth. It is about having the strength to say no to things that do not serve you, even when it is difficult. It is about trusting that the right things will come into your life when you make space for them by letting go of what is not meant for you. When a woman is confident, she does not chase, she does not feel the need to prove her value, she does not engage in mind games or manipulation to keep someone interested. She understands that real love is not something that needs to be forced. Real love flows naturally. It is given freely. It does not come with conditions, confusion, or uncertainty. A confident woman knows that the right person will recognize her for who she is and love her without hesitation. People can sense when someone is desperate for love. They can feel when someone is willing to accept less than they deserve just to have companionship. Desperation does not attract true love. It attracts people who are willing to take advantage of vulnerability. When you believe in your own worth, you send a different message to the world. You show people that you will not settle, that you will not tolerate mistreatment, and that you are not afraid to walk away from anything that does not respect your value. A high-value woman understands that walking away from the wrong person is never a loss. It is a gain. It is a gain of peace, clarity, and space for something better. She does not hold on to relationships out of fear. She does not stay in situations that make her question her worth. She does not allow someone's inability to appreciate her to make her feel unworthy of love. She knows that love is not something to be begged for. Love should be mutual, effortless, and certain. Confidence is also reflected in the way a woman speaks, in how she carries herself in conversations, and in how she stands firm in her belief. A woman who values herself does not shrink to make others feel comfortable. She does not dim her light so that someone else can shine. She stands in her truth unapologetically, knowing that the right people will appreciate her for exactly who she is. She does not change herself to fit into someone else's expectations. She does not mold herself into what she thinks someone wants. She remains true to herself, knowing that the right person will love her as she is. There is a distinct difference between being confident and being arrogant. Confidence is quiet, steady, and unwavering. It does not need to be loud or boastful. It does not need to prove itself. It simply exists. A woman who is confident does not need to convince anyone of her worth because her actions, her presence, and her energy speak for themselves. She does not need external validation to feel secure. She does not rely on another person to make her feel valued. She already knows she is valuable with or without a relationship. Confidence also means having the courage to be alone rather than settling for the wrong relationship. Too many people stay in relationships that are unfulfilling because they fear being alone. But a high-value woman knows that being alone is far better than being in a situation that makes her feel unloved. She understands that her happiness does not depend on another person. It comes from within. It comes from living a life that aligns with her values, her aspirations, and her dreams. A confident woman does not need a relationship to feel complete because she is already whole on her own. A high-value woman does not tolerate disrespect. She does not entertain inconsistency. She does not accept half-hearted love. She knows she is worthy of the best, and she is not afraid to wait for it. She does not allow herself to be treated as an option because she knows she is a priority. She does not chase people who do not value her because she understands that the right person will never make her feel like she has to fight to be loved.